Hey guys, welcome back to the Undercast, hosted by Noah and Nacheo.
I prematurely olad.
You prematurely olad. It happens to the best of us. No one can blame you.
Hola. Hi. So today, I think we're going to be speaking about some of our best and most memorable favorite skating stories. We're back in the day. We were back in the day. Some pretty avid cruisers, my dude.
2 years ago, freshman year, what'd you say?
I would say, skating for me was different than you. I got into it for some reason in May of my 8th grade year.
Okay.
Summer, I was given a skateboard by my cousin Gabby for like $20, and it was a really good one too. It was like a Bam Margera Element deck. It had Globe cruising wheels on it, and it had Thunder trucks, and those were all like really good components, and I learned on that skateboard.
You're speaking a foreign language to me here. I've never heard of all three of the things you've just listed off.
I know
I'm quite
you
ignorant.
have because I've spoken those things to you.
Have you? I've never. I don't think I've heard of them.
Yeah. Anyway. No. So how did you get into? I know how you got into.
What do you mean? How did I? Well, there was this blonde kid. I'm pretty sure he was homosexual, but I can't be sure. And
you talking about me or Liam?
Well, that's not important. Anyway, there was this.
I'm pretty sure I'm not homosexual.
I don't know. Well, actually, the first board I got, Liam gave me the very first one. Liam had given to me.
Sorry, I'm playing with the straw.
Fine. Don't play with the straw.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure the very first board, it was a really bad board too.
Oh my god, the thing!
Liam gave it to me. We built it in his garage, and then Pastor Rob broke his arm trying to ride it.
Okay, yeah, we had a youth pastor named Rob, and he rode that
Pastor
thing.
Rob.
Raster Pob.
No,
it's Raster Pob.
no, it's not.
Dude, it's Raster.
It's
It's Raster Pob.
It's Pastor Rob.
Anyway, Raster Pob was
Rob.
trying to ride Noah's skateboard, and he was like, "Bro, I used to cruise back in the '80s, bro." And
That's not quite.
And
what
then
it
he
sounds like.
stepped on the thing like an arrogant. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, to be fair,
He was pretty confident.
I was standing on it, and he came up to me like he was going to give me a hug. So I stepped off, and instead of hugging me, he took off with my skateboard, and he didn't get very far.
He got like
3 or 4 feet.
And he fell. And let me tell you, boys, big fall.
To be scared. Or to be fair.
To be scared. He was pretty scared.
No.
He was like, bro.
No. To be fair, my skateboard was basically inverted for some reason.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
your
if
trucks
you-
were
I guess they
were
were
going
on
the other
backwards.
way, and I had to fix those afterwards. I was like, and I didn't know much about skating back then because I was back in like the early freshman year, and I was trying to ride your board, and I was like, something about this doesn't feel right, dude.
Well, and then I got my second board, my little white board that was
bought
completely
that.
funded by other people.
My mom bought that from a flea market with Garrett and I.
Like what, $10?
It was like 20 maybe.
$20?
And it was a Kryptonics board.
It's wonderful. It's
and he loved that thing. The bushings were god awful. They were so hard.
It's still sitting somewhere.
And
where's
your board?
Well, I have my Star Wars one over in the corner.
You have your significantly upgraded one.
I don't know what you mean. My white one's the best.
No, this white penny board it had the bushings were rock solid. So try your bushings are a fulcrum point for those of you who know what a fulcrum is.
I've never even heard of a fulcrum myself.
It's so you have a pivot. So you know how a bushing works. You pivot on it. You
Yeah,
move
that
back
makes
and
sense.
forth, and you pivot on the bushing. And anyway, sorry, I was distracted there for a second. Anyway, yeah. Long story short, the bushing makes your cruising smoother. It makes turning side to side smoother. And if they're hard, it's literally impossible to move left or right.
I don't know what you mean because I rode my skateboard like a freaking god, dude. I went around on that thing.
I couldn't even stand on that thing, and I was decent.
I practically learned to skate on that board.
That's probably why you were so good at it.
I'm moderately adequate.
If you gave me back that Bam Margera, if I had that Bam Margera Element deck with everything to complete on it, just a complete board, I would cruise on that thing. And I haven't picked up a board in a while.
Well, I neither have I actually. I think
it's been like a month, right?
Yeah, whenever we went into town and we bumped into your parents at the coffee shop.
Oh yeah, yep.
And we were riding around.
Oi foom. That was well. Okay, so we have some pretty memorable stories.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we should talk about my other boards first because I've got two other ones.
Oh
that we haven't
boy!
talked
All
about.
right. Well, that's yours.
Yeah. The first one I got was a longboard. It was like a drop deck longboard.
This was before the white penny board.
It was after, I think, or maybe it was.
It was before. It was an independent. It said, what did it say on it?
Did we talk about how I got my white penny board?
Yes, we just talked about that.
But the rest of it, how we walked through Garrett's house in the freezing rain.
Okay, so yeah, to get Noah wanted his. I was like, hey, I just got this board that Garrett and I are going to be using to make other skate. We're going to use the white skateboard deck, the pennyboard deck, as a template to trace on wood, cut out that wood, and make skateboards out of it. And it was at Garrett's house, and it was all complete. It had everything on it, and. Noah was like, bro, I need a penny board or something. You said something like that.
Something like that. Well, you had a penny board, and you were like, dude, get a penny board. And
they're so good. I love penny
They
boards.
are. They're freaking great. I love that penny board. It's somewhere. It's probably in my closet, honestly. But we walked to Garrett's house in like frigid rain. And that place is quite a hike from my house.
It's like a couple streets down.
That's
through
quite
the field.
in Pueblo though. That's quite a hike. It was like 30-minute walk.
It was, especially trudging through sleet. It was sleet, bro. It was like sleet mixed with a little bit of rain and snow, from my memory.
We ended up skating in the sleet, you know.
Yeah, we ended up skating down like, God, what street is that?
Whatever.
That's no.
No, it's not Platteville. My name's unimportant. We skated down a street.
Yeah, we skated down a street that was on a 22-inch board, in sleet, in freezing sleet.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
It was a good day.
Anyway, we got back to your house, and you were like, bro, this is the best. And remember, you were carpet boarding in your room or something.
Yeah, when I started riding around on my carpet.
Anyway, you proceeded to order a longboard.
I did. Well, I think it was like a Christmas present.
I know it was ordered for you, and it was blue. It had blue wheels.
It had blue wheels, and yeah, it was
a black deck.
Yeah, blue wheels, black deck.
And it was a drop deck, so it was like one of those really ugly stick-looking things.
I don't know what you mean. It was great.
Really good for cruising, though.
It was really good.
The turning on the ugly sticks, what are they? The drop decks. I've always called them ugly sticks. They're probably honestly though, they're so good.
They really were. It was a really good board.
They're really good for mountain, declining mountains on them.
Oh yeah,
they're really
like
good
going
for
fast. Yes.
Oh yeah, because you can turn real quick on those. There's no wheel bite. You can't wheel bite.
Oh yeah.
The area where the deck would come up to the wheel is cut out.
Well, you can ground bite. Because I did
with
that
the
a lot.
deck, yeah.
I did that
because
a lot.
Yeah, well, you also are pretty aggressive in your skating.
I don't know what you mean. But yeah, we were riding around kind of near the nature center. There's like a trail.
When was this?
Oh, it was a while ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, we had ridden around town all day, and then we went by that trail, and we rode down there, and there was like a dam on it. Remember?
Yes.
And we went skating.
That was in
around
March of 2017.
Wow.
It was spring break, the week before spring break.
It's wacky that you remember that.
I do.
But we were riding around on it, and there was this really tight turn that I thought I could make. And then...
Yep, there was a downhill, too.
I didn't make it.
To the left.
Didn't make it, and my board went flying out from under me and smashed into a boulder that was sitting in a river.
That's a nice boulder.
And it just... It cracked my board down the center.
Yeah, you still rode it, didn't you?
I still rode it, but it was falling apart. I probably shouldn't have rode it, but I did.
We met up with Liam later that day.
Yeah, I remember that.
At the library.
Indeed.
Speaking of Liam, if he's not so reclusive, maybe we can have him on the podcast one of these days.
Maybe.
In fact, I'm meeting with him this Saturday to play games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been a while. He, I think, was the reason that you got into skating, wasn't it? Or was it me?
No, it was originally, I think it was both of you, but Liam gave me my first skateboard.
Yeah. And I remember he was pretty good. He was pretty hard into it. Like, he knew how to skate.
He dropped it, though. Yeah,
I don't know why he dropped it. I think that's a really good thing to do. I think the benefits of skateboarding, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, like you great way to do cardio without like breaking your knees.
Cardio, first of all, and cardio is amazing.
It's kind of cardio.
Leg workout, and you never skip leg day with skating.
Skip leg day. I lost like 3 or 4 pounds in a day because it was so hot out.
Geez,
we were sweating,
and
we just rode all day.
And I swear, you get really, really accurate with your turns.
From the zoo to downtown, we used to ride that trail down that bridge.
Man.
Man.
That was Union Bridge, I think.
It was a Union Bridge.
It was the bridge that went over the railroad tracks. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, all the bridges go over the railroad tracks.
so speaking of that area.
Oh man.
Oh,
one
boy.
One more board. I have
Okay,
one more
I
board.
really want to tell this story.
I know
it's
you
so
do.
funny.
I know you do. But my Star Wars board. How could we forget about my Star Wars? It's like
I don't have that many memories. With the Star Wars board.
I do. I rode around on it. Like me and Zion went around and we rode on it for a while.
This was not an experience that I shared.
I know, man. You didn't want to go that day. It's okay.
For reasons.
Things happen, you know.
Yeah.
But it was a really good board. It handled really well. My older brother was in a store, and he was working this Vivint job, which paid him a lot at the time. So he was just like, that is one nice skateboard. And it was like $150, but he bought it for me. And it's probably the best performance-wise. It's got this sick
they say about me?
Stormtrooper. What?
Just kidding.
Oh,
No.
rip. But it's like the best performance-wise. And I've always stopped.
Sorry, I can't look straight anymore.
But I enjoyed it. We rode that one down a parking garage. Remember that a few times going down the parking garage.
Oh man,
Yeah.
remember my birthday? We went downtown and went through the parking garage, and I had that little board that Garrett and I made, that old-fashioned 60s board.
That must have been horrifying.
Oh, it was amazing, dude. It had this red pinstripe down the center of it. Star Wars board. I liked you. He got that while we were in WBC, right?
What? Oh, he did. Yeah, when we went to that board game
Pennsylvania.
convention.
That'll be a whole other podcast.
More about that next week.
Oh heck yeah, dude! WBC. That
Pretty lit place, I gotta say.
we need to talk about jobs and work and work and
Next-
jobs
next week.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself
Yeah,
here,
but,
that's a good thing.
Yeah. Going from the college to
Oh my gosh, riding on the back. We rode on the back of this guy's.
I remember.
What
this.
was that?
It was like a truck or something. Right?
Jeep.
It was a Jeep.
It was a red Jeep. And my mom worked at she still does. She's a barista, as well as myself. We're both baristas. Mom and I are.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was gonna say I can make some pretty nice coffee here at home.
Yeah, no, but
I
you're
can
not
make
a
some
barista.
stuff. I'm not officially a barista. I'm an unlicensed barista.
Can you tell me how to steam milk?
yes.
Okay, good.
You
Then you're a
microwave it.
barista. Oh, that's not how you. That is not how you steam milk at all. You do no.
No,
If you know how to steam milk, you're a barista.
I've never even heard of steamed milk.
It's what drinks do you order from Starbucks?
Drink store. I get white hot chocolate,
That's got steamed milk on it.
white chocolate mocha,
That's got steamed milk on it.
salted caramel latte.
Steamed milk on it.
And
Every
a few
latte
other-
has steamed milk.
A few other things, but I don't know how to steam milk. I'd assume it's something with hot.
Just a steamer wand. You put it in there, crank it, and then
That's what that thing
That's
does?
a steamer wand.
I always thought that sprayed liquid into the thing.
Absolutely not.
Oh man, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no, it's really easy to use one of those. Once you get the hang of it, dude, you're basically a barista.
All right,
And
well,
this coming from a barista, honestly,
you're basically a barista.
all you gotta know
how
how
to
to do.
steam milk.
All you gotta know how to do is like tap espresso and
Tap is espresso.
I hate you. Don't you ever call it espresso.
Espresso.
Espresso. Oh my.
Anyway,
All these white girls that come in and I'm like working and they're like, "Can I get some espresso?" I'm like,
Now,
first,
what if-
first
what if-
off, you don't know what an espresso is.
so what if I told you that I paid them every time they walked in to say espresso because I know it would get on your nerves?
You didn't though, Noah.
But how do you know?
I know you. You're too lazy to. You don't
I'm
even
not.
remember.
I would.
No, yeah, okay, I know you would, but that's not something you would even remember
Yeah,
to
it
do.
is. You doubt my ability.
Anyway, so we're gonna talk about
Yeah, I
are we
was
gonna
just
talk
gonna
about
say-
KKK donuts?
Yeah, we should probably get into
KKK
this
and
story.
powdered donuts, Carl's
Hell
Jr.
yeah.
and East Side Skating.
You seem really eager to tell the story. Do
I
do you
really no. You tell part.
What?
You tell the
You tell
intro
the
at least.
intro.
At least tell the. You know you were
Well-
there when it went down.
Yeah, to be fair, I was the one that was there when it went down. We were riding around downtown, as you do, skating, causing trouble, being hooligans.
Who are we with?
It was me.
Ugh.
It was some guy named Nakayo. I don't know him very well, though.
I don't know him either. Sounds
there was,
pretty homosexual.
Yeah, he does. But there's a guy, Brayson. We burned his jeans one day.
Okay, that is a completely unrelated
different
story.
story. We'll get into that later. And my cousin Shane, he's a nice guy. And
That's all you say. Oh yeah, Shane subscribed.
oh, did he?
Get that kid subscribed.
Yeah. Oh, get him subscribed.
Get him subscribed. I don't know if he has yet.
I'll send him a link at some point.
This kid, am I right?
This kid. Anyway, so we're riding around all day, and it's starting to get towards like 4 or 5 o'clock.
You knew that? It was 4 or 5?
Well, it was something. It was evening time because we stopped in for Carl's Jr. for dinner to find out that none of us had money.
So just find out that none of us had money.
Yeah, we didn't know until we got there somehow.
Remember when we almost had to dine and dash at Angelo's?
Yeah, we
didn't though. We didn't.
We did not dine and dash at Angelo's, the one by the Riverwalk.
Very, very close.
We were, because we almost thought we didn't have enough money, and it turns out we did, so it was okay.
Yep.
But we got pretty close to dining and dashing. So,
anyway, yeah.
So we stopped in this Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.
Anyway, we stopped in there to find out that none of us had money. So, of course, our stupid selves are like just sitting there talking like, man, I wish we had money. We're so hungry. Do you want to tell the rest?
Isn't that when the guy...
Yep.
So imagine... So we're white, right?
No. I'm pretty yellow.
You're not jaundice.
What?
No,
okay, anyway.
You're white. I'm white.
I like to think
this guy was white.
An albino black man. Actually.
I like to not... I would rather you not say that.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway. Okay, so this is a white dude. And he is white. And he had some tats on him, didn't he?
Quite a few, yeah. And he shaved head.
Did he have a shaved head?
Yeah, but it was like there was like stubble, but it was.
I know, but I don't remember if I thought he had hair.
Nah.
Anyway,
like
did he have a hat on or something?
Nah, it was just shaved head, man. Shaved head.
Like Zach Bainbridge?
Yeah.
Like that shave?
Yeah.
We're like buzzed.
Like military cut.
Okay, like buzzed. Okay, anyway, I don't remember his hair. Anyway, so this guy. He overhears and he's like, what does he say? He's like, I'm always eager to help another white man out or something. What did he say exactly?
He was like, well, hello, gentlemen, how about I buy you... Well, he didn't talk like that. He was like, well, hello, gentlemen, why don't I buy you some donuts from the loaf and jug across the store?
Yeah.
It was like 2 years ago. We didn't know.
This was a while ago. He was like, we first of all, we were like 15, 16. Anyway, he was like, let's go to the loaf and jug across the street and I'll get you something.
So
he was like, always a pleasure to help another white guy out.
Exactly what he said is, he was holding open the door, and I went, yo, thanks for holding open the door. And he said, you got to do right by what's white.
Yes, that's what he said. Got to do right by white.
At that point,
that's bad. By the way, for any of you who don't know better, that's not right. You should do right by everybody, not just the white people, not just black people. You should do right. You should do right by everyone.
By most people.
Well, I mean, yeah. There's some people that don't deserve it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're not here to judge.
You want to tell the rest?
Oh no.
No, you want me to tell the rest?
I'm dying laughing, dude.
All right, I'll tell you. So we're going to this loaf and jug. It's not even across the street. It's like in the same lot as this Carl Jr. Then there's like a little bump in between.
There's literally no separation between a loaf and jug.
So we walk inside and we were looking around and this guy goes, "So how about some donuts?" And we're like. Yeah, man, let's that sounds good.
So
and they're like the Hostess.
Okay, bro, those little rolls of Hostess donuts.
Yeah.
I like nut donuts. Okay.
I don't know why.
They
sound gross.
I think they taste good
compared to the other types of donuts.
I thought okay, maybe they're not my favorite, but in the time I was in the mood for some nuts, bro. I was like, bro, I need some nuts.
But then the guy is like,
I settled with powdered, by the way.
Yeah. Whoa! You're getting ahead.
I'm just saying I settled with powder. I'm sorry. Gotta do right by white, if you know what I
mean. No. We can't say that too much.
I'm sorry, you're gonna get demonetized.
So what ended up happening was we walked by the donuts, we looked at them, and there was black, there was white powdered, and then there was nuts. And so the guy's like, hey, so how about some white powdered donuts? And Nakayo's like, and my boy Nakayo's like, how about some nuts? And then the guy, he started getting really, Nakayo wasn't looking at him, but the guy looked pissed. And he looked at Nakayo, and he goes, what, are you gay or something? And Nakayo goes, yee, bro! Of course,
he asked if I like nuts,
and I
Yeah, bro, I like nuts.
I thought he asked if you were gay or
no,
something.
He did. But first he asked if I like nuts,
And
I'm like,
"Hey,
dude,
bro."
damn yeah, I like nuts, bro. I like me some nuts.
And then of course he's like, "Are you gay?" And he's like, bro." And at
Damn,
that
I
point,
like some
at
nuts.
that point, I kind of pieced together that he was a KKK member, mostly because he told me while everyone was looking for donuts.
No. In the Carl's Jr., do you remember him showing us the pictures on
No, that was after we went back to the Carl's Jr.
Oh,
remember?
we went back.
Yeah, because we
That's
left Shane in
We
there.
left Shane in the Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no,
So-
no one knows. We don't know at this time that this guy is part of the
Yeah,
freaking
I-
Ku Klux Klan.
I-
The Ku. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not part
Ku
of this.
Klux Klan.
Is it the Ku Klux Klan or is it the Ku Klux?
You just go to a history teacher, man. They say it like 24/7 if you ask about like what was around in the 1950s.
I don't. Yeah, you're right. I just don't remember if it's Ku or Clue.
It's Clue.
It's Clue.
CL.
Clue Jr. Yo, I played
don't
Clue Jr. like a boss back in the day.
But
anyway,
We
yeah.
get so, and then he's like, bro," and of course at that
He's
point,
like, "You gay?" And I was like, "Yee, bro," but
And of
I'm not
course-
gay, right?
right,
But he
he's-
was like, "You gay?" And I was like,
at that
"Yee,
point,
bro."
the guy, I knew the guy was a KKK member. Nakayo did not, so I was like, I kind of tapped Nakayo, and I was like, "He's kidding." And then-
He's kidding.
kidding.
And I was
And
like,
then-
"Bro,
and
I
the
like
guy-
nuts."
And the guy was like, "Oh, okay, good." So then we got the white powdered donuts.
Well,
'cause
no, bro.
Nakayo
I
kinda-
remember being very persistent about the fact that I do like nuts, and no
But
freaking
we
KKK
did-
member is gonna tell me that I don't like some damn nuts.
But
I like nuts.
we ended up settling for the white powdered ones.
Okay, yeah, I got the
Because-
white powder. I do like white powdered donuts. I would probably prefer chocolate donuts.
Probably,
but-
I prefer white powdered. I don't like chocolate
Isn't
that
that
much.
like a white? No, I'm just kidding.
Wow? Are you trying to call me a racist?
Got to do right by
You know,
white.
I gotta say, those were some good donuts. You might have convinced me.
Nah, you're pretty nutty if you.
Pretty nutty. Wow. Could you get more cheesy?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
They weren't
fine,
cheese
man.
flavored.
So
We went back to the
my
Carl's
God.
Jr. We
And
went
we're
back to the
sitting-
Carl's Jr.
And he's showing us pictures of like his robes, and he
Well,
was
first
a
of
grand
all, you
dragon
jump
at
ahead
some
a lot.
point.
He
Well, we went back to the Carl's.
we went
Jr.
back to the Carl's Jr. and he's like, "Yo, you guys want to see something?" And at first, I was like, "This guy's gonna whip out some child porn." I'm scared.
I was not thinking.
No, he genuinely was like, "Do you want to see something?" In the weird, like in the way that somebody would ask, "Do you want some drugs? Would you like a hit of this? A hit of that? Would you like to snort some of my so and so? You know, like, do you want some?" And he was like, "You want to see something?
But
Snort some coke?"
started showing us pictures of him burning crosses and people he's beat up,
And
his-
like,
his robes.
in his robes, and I was.
he was a grand dragon.
He was a green dragon, bro.
Grand dragon.
Oh, grand dragon.
Yeah.
But he was green, right? He was a green.
Well,
robe.
I think that's the robe color for it. I don't actually know.
I
But
don't
know the
actually
robes
know
were
this.
green.
We don't know this stuff.
We don't know this. I'm not well versed in the arts of racism.
Yeah, nah, I'm not
You
either.
could call up your local KKK group if you really want.
Yeah,
if you
Noah and I
really
are definitely
wanna know.
not on the roster.
Not
of
on the
their cult.
roster.
I assure you.
But then, yeah, we just kind of dipped after that.
What was Shane doing?
He was just avoiding the whole situation. You know,
Sounds
like a
Shane.
good kid.
No,
Good-
sounds like Shane.
Yeah, that's a good kid right there because we shouldn't have been doing that anyway.
Doing what?
Talking to a KKK member.
How did we didn't know, Noah.
Anyway, we shouldn't be accepting food from strangers.
if
is the
it's
point.
bot.
No, even then, you know, you don't.
What
know
what
could
is
be
he
done.
gonna do? Take it, inject it
doesn't-
with something, and then give it back to you? Like,
No, he could have injected the donuts before we went in. You know, maybe that's why he was so persistent on why we get the white powdered ones instead of all the other flavors.
weird flex, but okay.
Weird, odd boast, but alas.
Odd boast, but alas.
Anyway, so yeah, then eventually we just kind of left, and we went to a skating park on the east side. On the east side.
We were going up, and then on our way back, didn't Shane's dad saw us on the way up.
Yeah, and he
took
picked Shane up, and we went to the skate park, and my mom called me screaming. Of course, you know, she was mad.
What are you doing on the east side?
That's not quite what she sounds like. She's more of a New York accent, less of a.
What
less
are you
of a-
doing on? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
There
Noah.
you go. That's how you do it, Jimmy. That's how you do
What are
it,
you doing on
Jimmy.
the east side, Noah?
Okay,
Nowhere?
so we went to the east side. We were skating around. You sound more like your dad than anything. But,
Nowhere.
Yeah. But we just went to the east side, skated around, and we left the donuts there because my mom was like, "What if they're laced?" And you know that's a fair point. Fair point.
I think anything like that is a fair point.
but
weird
it-
flex, but okay.
Odd boast, but alas.
Why you gotta be like this?
And yeah, we just left him there. We left him there and left, and we got yelled at.
Yep, and then I got yelled at later on. My dad was like, bro, what you doing on the east side? And I was like, I actually didn't know this was technically the east side. It's just a bridge away from downtown Union. And I guess that really is the east side. And I was like, we just knew there's a nice skate park. And dude, that skate park was nice.
It was a pretty nice skate park.
There was some good bowls.
Yeah, but I just got
was
yelled
Garrett
at.
with us?
No, it was just me, you, Brayson, and Shane.
You sure Garrett wasn't with us?
I'm positive. I don't even think Brayson got in trouble.
No, Brayson didn't get in trouble at all. And he was like, bro, don't tell my mom that we went on the east side and that we met KKK members.
Yeah, so we didn't tell him.
Yep. No telling about odd experiences with the KKK.
Indeed.
But there you go. That's a heck of a skating story. They see skating can get you in trouble. Or is it
just a little bit? I think it was more so us that got in trouble.
I mean, was it us, though?
Yes,
because
absolutely.
What did we really do that was so wrong?
We talked to a KKK member and accepted food from strangers.
Fair enough.
And almost got recruited, you know? He had some pretty convincing arguments.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did not have any convincing arguments. Wow.
Your ancestors fought for the right to own slaves. I'm from New York, dude. Chances are my ancestors...
Those are from Ellis Island, bro.
Yeah.
They entered Ellis Island before all you jokers were enslaving everybody you saw.
Wow.
Boom, that thing's brown colored. Let's just put it in shackles, shall we?
See that dirt?
You're mine now!
Exactly.
Yeah.
Steve from Minecraft, dude. He was probably a slave at some point, right?
Wow, Noah.
Steve from Minecraft.
Was Steve really that dark?
He's not that dark.
He just looks suntanned.
He's tanned.
Bro, he's been out. He's been out getting that block.
Yeah, you know, he's been working hard.
Bro,
right.
you know how much Steve from Minecraft can carry? That dude with one punch could destroy Thanos.
Wait, he's one. Nah, that's I bet.
Do you know how much he can press?
Yeah, I saw that.
That dude does not skip leg day.
That dude does
Steve
not skip it.
is
He
literally
casually
a
walks around with like a few million tons on his back.
Well, yeah, gold is the densest item in that. I'm sorry. Anyway, skating stories.
Skating stories. I bet there's a skating mod for Minecraft out there somewhere.
I really don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Square wheels.
Yeah, squares.
They make square wheels, by the way, for skateboards. I'm
why?
Not even joking. They're like
work?
They look spirally, and they're like land shark wheels, something like that. Anyway,
what other stories do we have to talk about?
Oh, jeez, there's tons. But to remind, we'd have to write them down, script them, and all that. And you know what? We've wasted enough of your time today.
We were glad to tell you. We're glad to tell you. Oui. Mon ami. Anyway,
thank you, ma chérie. Thank you for listening to the Undercast.
It was wonderful to have.
We just went from French to Russian.
And
tune in next week. Tune in next week. To hear. Oh, I think next week we're gonna have a special guest.
Guest.
Listen. Oh wait. Do we
not
have a special guest?
Not next week. No.
Oh, we do have one planned.
We have one planned.
That's why I said
not for
maybe,
next
Noah.
week. Maybe.
Maybe we've got one.
Maybe. Only maybe.
Anyway, thank you for letting us waste your time. You have a great rest of your week, a great life. Love you all.
Good evening.
I love you all more than Noah does.
Oh, I love you to infinity and back, guys. Don't listen to Nakayo. All right, comment in the comments below. Who do you think loves you more, Noah or Nakayo?
Oh wait, hold on. There's a comment challenge I want.
Comment challenge.
So, we're going to be starting this thing called a... Go ahead, Noah.
It's called 6-Minute Shock.
So it's going to be a 6-minute. We probably should have done this at the beginning of the episode. We've lost so many viewers at this point.
Well, who knows? Maybe they're all interested.
6-minute shock. Boom. All right.
It's just
every week. Hopefully, in the future, we're going to be doing a quick 6-minute segment on the channel, and it's going to be a random, just a completely random topic. Comment your random topics you want us to discuss in 6 minutes, no more. And we have a great intro song for it.
And we have a great intro. No spoilers, though.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Right. Enjoy, everyone.
Wait,
have a good week.
Wait.
What?
So for 6 minutes, it's basically...
Oh, my gosh!
it's just going to be a shorter version of the podcast. It's going to be a 6-minute version of our regular podcast.
Except it's really quick, and we have
really
we have to confine ourselves to 6 minutes.
We're
exactly.
going to be talking like Buster Rhymes.
Oh yeah,
M&Ms,
we gotta discuss that topic as quick as possible. Improv to the max.
Indeed.
All right, everyone, enjoy. Have a good life. Bye.
Have a wonderful evening, and also don't only comment your ideas for 6-minute shock. Comment who you think loves you more. Anyway, have a good night, and I love you guys.